Hey everyone, welcome to another part of my in-depth review of the new Astra Militarum Codex that was out today. Used to be Imperial Guard. That's Astra Militarum. New name, same old awesomeness of Imperial Guard. So this part is part 4. It's my Elite section review. Now, to sum up the Elite section, not much is new. To be honest, a couple new special rules. Pretty much everything that was in the old codex to this new codex has stayed the same in points costs. The elite choices have gotten like identical. So yeah, we'll start off with the Oberon, still 130 points. They have flak armor, ripper guns, grenades, weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 3, strength toughness 5, 3 wounds, initiative 2, 3 attacks for the Oberon. The Oberon bonehead is 4. Leadership 7 on the bonehead, 6 on the Oberons. You can include up to 7 additional Oberons at 40 points per model. And they can actually take a Chimera. They count as very bulky, but they can take a Chimera or Taurox as a dedicated transport. We went over the dedicated transports in the previous video. And they have Stubborn and Hammer of Wrath. So they're cool new models. I don't really see them being used that often. They are cool, but the points never changed. And I found them to be a little expensive for what they do. Next we have the BULLGRYNS. Now these are new, and I'll go over their page because they're new. They're like Ogrins with shields. It's kind of cool. So BULLGRYNS are 145 points for 2 BULLGRYNS and a BULLGRYN bonehead. Same stat line as the previous Ogrins, but instead of they have carapace armor, a Grenadier Gauntlet, frag grenades, and a Slab Shield. And same rules, Hammer Wrath, Stubborn, very bulky. They can take a dedicated transport as well. Their Grenadier Gauntlet and Slab Shield are both on page 63. So Grenadier Gauntlet. And Grenadier Gauntlet is 12-inch range, Strength 4, AP 6, Assault 1, Blast. Now to be honest, I don't really like that. That's okay, but it'll kill grumbly dudes. It's only a small blast. Strength 4, AP 6. So really, who are you targeting in that case? Because you can target the small dudes, but they'll probably get the cover because that's how they run. Orcs love their custom force field, and Tyranids love their venom throats. So, okay. And then there's the Slab Shield. The Slab Shield gives... If a model with a Slab Shield is in base to base with one or more models with a Slab Shield from the same unit, it adds +1 to the armor save. Furthermore, if a target is partially obscured from the fighter's view by at least one model with a Slab Shield, it receives a +1 cover save. So essentially, they can kind of help protect themselves and their fellow dudes. In the end, maybe I'm wrong, but I really don't see BULLGRYNS being used very often. For 145 points for 3 models, they're a mobile cover save to your guys, I guess, but I don't know. You can run them in front, and everyone else behind them gets a 4-up cover, which is pretty good because they're shooting through a model and +1 to cover save, so that's not bad. So it's about 145 points for a mobile cover save. I'm going to have to think about these guys. I don't know if they're necessarily a good unit or not yet, but I see them as maybe being more useful than the Ogrins. Next we have the Ratlings. Now the Ratlings, I love the Ratlings. The Ratling Sniper team, still at 30 points, didn't change at all, but what they did get is something called Shoot, Sharp, and Scarper. And now I'm going to tell you what Shoot, Sharp, and Scarper does, because I like it. Shoot, Sharp, and Scarper is on page 43, because I read this earlier and I loved it. Shoot, Sharp, and Scarper. Ratlings can make a shooting attack and then run in the same shooting phase. So essentially, they are kind of like Eldar. They can do the shoot and run. That's pretty cool. I like them, because they have snipers, right? They're sniper guns. Sniper rifle and las pistols. They're sniper rifles that can shoot and run. That's awesome. For 30 points, that'd be a lot of fun. Bring a few of them, shoot stuff, have fun. Next we have Weird Vein Psychers. Now Weird Vein Psychers are interesting. They're a brotherhood of Psychers, and they're mastery level 1. They are 60 points. And yeah, so they're 60 points, Weird Vein Psychers for 5. And their weapon skill 2, ballistic skill 3, strength 2, toughness 3, so they're really squishy. 1 wound, initiative 3, 1 attack, leadership 8, 5 plus save. And they're Psychers, and they can generate their powers Biomancy, Divination, Pyromancy, and Telekinesis. So once again, they have access to Divination. You can just stack your army with Divination and give everyone prescience. So that's awesome. So they might be useful there for 5 of them. Cool stuff. They can take a Torox or a Chimera. That's a dedicated transport. Next we have Militarum Tempestus Platoon, which are basically the old stormtroopers. And for 85 points, you get a, I think they used to be 85 as well. Yeah, they were 85 as well, so no change there. You get a Scion, and, sorry, you get 4 Scions and a Prime. Basically the same rules as the old Stormtroopers. They have hotshot lasguns for the Scion only. Their special rules: Clarion, Voxnet, Deep Strike, Move to Cover, Voice of Command, which I discussed in the previous video. And they can take a Torox Prime or a Chimera, dedicated transport. They can take, one Tempestus Scion may carry a Voxcaster. Let me double check what a Voxcaster does, because a Voxcaster, it's mentioned throughout this, a Voxcaster, failed leadership tests can be rerolled with a Voxcaster. Cool. You carry a Platoon Standard. A Platoon Standard does a unit that contains a model with a Platoon Standard counts as scoring an additional wound for the purposes of calculating assault resolution. Cool. If they're in close combat, you're in pretty big trouble to begin with. Or a meta pack. Now a meta pack I thought was really cool. The unit contains a meta pack, has Feel No Pain. That's awesome. Feel No Pain, awesome. Now they're only toughness 3, so a lot of things will ignore their Feel No Pain. That's cool. And then you can take a squad of Scions. Each Militarum Tempestus platoon in your army must include between 1 and 3 squads of Military Tempestus Scions. Essentially, it's a Military Tempestus platoon for the elites. And they have the same thing as the Tempestus Scions, basically. They have Deep Strike and Move to Cover, same weapons. They're essentially Stormtroopers. And that's it. That's the troop section. This is not a very interesting part, unfortunately, because as I mentioned, pretty much everything stayed the same. There was very little change in stat lines. The Ratlings get to shoot and then run, so that'd be fun. 30 points for a couple of them, that'd be a fun army. I think you take more as well. Yeah, you can include up to 7 more, so you can have a squad of 10 for 100 points. 3 squads of 10 would be fun. Snipers running around, getting cover. Good stuff, you know? Works for me. They have infiltrate and stealth. Keep them alive. Besides that, not much new with the, maybe the Ogrins might be, the Bullgryn's might be useful if you want to get a mobile cover save. I don't want to see the elites being the star of this section. You could take some Stormtroopers, which are cool. They really do have nice new models, but I really see the troops being the core of your army, especially the fact that there's the troops themselves, and then veteran squads are just amazing. So thank you very much for watching this section on the elites. As I said, not much new, but it's cool stuff. And yeah, please like the video, comment in the comment section down below, subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so, helps a lot. And stay tuned for the next section where we go into the fast attacks, where I got to talk about the fast attacks. It's going to be fun. So stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting, everyone.